hello, my friends. Welcome to Sidebar with Kennedy McMann. It's me, Kennedy McMann, here again. Oh, you guys, I'm feeling comfy cozy today. I've got my horse fleece on, a favorite find from a Vancouver flea market. Really good stuff, huh? I'm feeling cozy. I'm feeling a bit lethargic. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I was in a fog this morning, a powerful fog, where I accomplished so many things. Like, I know I've talked about this before on this podcast. When you have just this mounting list of just the worst things you gotta do, like scary money, government stuff, like passport renewals or, investing, just confronting the scarier things in life that you perhaps don't understand as well as you would like to, or maybe that's just me. I don't know, I get really freaked out by money. There's something about approaching any financial decisions where my brain just wants to shut down and block everything off. And it's so funny because in the times when I do lean in and embrace getting educated about a particular topic, the wave of productivity sort of hit me, pushed me forward, and I got a lot of things done. I renewed my vehicle's registration for another 2 years. I always want to do the 5-year option, but I'm always like, what if something happens to my car? Then I've paid this registration for 5 years. I guess they'd probably give you a refund. I also needed to do some research. Look, Otis, my dog, one of 2 dogs, our eldest dog, he refuses to let us brush his teeth, despite the fact that I tried really hard when he was a little puppy to desensitize him to all of these sorts of things, like putting my fingers in his mouth and rubbing them around and stuff like that. Over the years, Otis has become... He's an amazing dog, but he has become very stiff and curmudgeon-y. It's hilarious and I love it, but it has translated into him just not tolerating certain things that he used to tolerate. Anyway, and they have bully sticks, which if you're familiar with dog stuff, I'm told that helps with their dental health. So he's always done that, which I think has helped. And he's gotten decent reviews from the vets. They've been like, oh, his teeth are in really good shape, considering. Except for now we're in a place where I really don't. He's 5. He's still young, but it's time to if I can't brush his teeth every day, which we just can't, we literally can't. I don't know if it's that I don't have the heart. I cannot push him past. And also, he's never bitten us or anyone. He puts up he'll be really mouthy if he doesn't like something. He'll snarl and he's never bitten me or anyone else. He's even pushed. But I would be worried about that. And also I just can't. I can't do that to him. I can't. Obviously, it's in his best interest for his long-term health that we address his dental concerns and take it seriously. So I get it, but it's really, I cannot get myself, and it's just impossible. And to do that every day, it's just insane. I don't know how people do that. I'm impressed if you have managed that. But basically, we had a nice long conversation with our vet. And I was like, look, here's the situation. And I know other people, I just always feel like it's my fault that I can't brush my dog's teeth. But I really can't. I really cannot do it. So we had a nice conversation about other options to just prevent further buildup. I really hope that we don't have to, he doesn't have to have a dental surgery in the future. He probably will. I mean, just by the nature, he's a multi-poo. If you know anything about dog breeds, he is pretty prone to having dental problems. Anyway, basically, the vet gave me this big packet and was like, here, look at this. So I took the big packet home, and the packet was full of different veterinary approved products for dental care in a bunch of different categories. So I had been meaning to look through this because, okay, so you know on Instagram, excuse me, I just have something in my eyeball. You know on Instagram and on TikTok, they're always pushing, at least in my algorithm, they're always pushing me these pet dental wipes and stuff, which I think might be easier than putting a toothbrush in his mouth, because to put a foreign object in Otis's mouth is an impossibility. If it's just my finger with like a little wipe on it, that might be more possible. He also has the tiniest little mouth, so it's hard. I have a little finger brush that I use for Leonard, but you can't really get in. Like Otis's mouth is just too small for it. Anyway, so I've gotten all these advertisements on Instagram for all these different products that are supposed to help and be good and whatever. And so I was talking to her about that. And apparently there's only a certain number of those products that are properly veterinarian approved. Okay, so I needed to look on Chewy, non-spawn, though I would totally be sponsored by Chewy. Chewy, if you're out there, I love you. Chewy is a dog, or Chewy is a pet store website, I guess. They're like a giant warehouse, and you can get food and a bunch of other stuff. And they also have a pharmacy. Anyway, that's what I use primarily for most of our pet purchases. So I had to look through Chewy and see what Chewy was selling and what was on my long list. And there's only certain products from certain brands, and so you're like, oh, I found the brand, and then blah, 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 blah. Basically, it took like an hour for me to figure out what the heck to buy my dog for Otis's dental health. But I think we've got a pretty comprehensive list. I've got a water additive. I'm sorry, you didn't sign up for this, but it's okay. You're already here. This episode is just fun and all over the place anyway, so this kind of fits with the theme. I got a water additive, so we're going to see if the dogs actually drink the water. That's going to be the test, and the cats too. So we'll see if the animals will drink the water with the water additive in it. I got some treats. I found something that's not those little green toothbrushes because I don't love the ingredients in there. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. I'm not a vet, obviously. I'm just an armchair wellness gal. So I found a different kind of treat, and then I found some wipes because I want to try that, though it wasn't on the approved list. But I don't know. She kind of was like, you should probably order from the list, but if it works, it works, and you can just try things. Because right now where he's at, it doesn't matter. Look, I did that, and that was a big deal for me. And I realize fully it doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. It totally is my responsibility, and I take that on. But when you have a lot of pets, which of course, again, is something we've fully taken on and take full responsibility for, their full care. But when you have a lot of pets, or I'm sure the same is true, and even more so if you have a lot of children, to add another daily thing, it just feels like there are so many daily things on the schedule, you know? So whatever. But it must be done. I don't want my boy to suffer, and I don't want him to lose his teeth when he's old, or at least not too soon. Maybe that's inevitable. Anyway, I just knew this other multi-poo that lost all his teeth, and Anyway, so today's episode is me roasting my old Facebook statuses. I got this idea because my sweet friend Daniel was, Sam, I got this idea because Sam and I went on this little day trip to a town near us, and then that night we were playing games with our friend Daniel. And we mentioned to Daniel, I said, hey, we went to this place today and that was really fun. And he was like, do you remember when we used to just go on Facebook and just write that to everyone publicly on the internet? Like, today I went to this place and it was fun. Like, and that really got me thinking. I was an avid Facebook poster, and we are going way back. Way back. I'm talking, I got Facebook when I was 11, maybe 12. We're going that far back, okay? And I was obsessed with Facebook, and I was obsessed with baiting people on Facebook to like feel sorry for me. And I haven't looked at any of these. I thought about compiling a list ahead of time, and then I thought, if I know, because I have no idea what I'm going to find here. I have visited the depths of my Facebook page. Oh, Sam just texted me. He knows I'm doing my podcast, obviously, and he said, he just texted me saying, I just played music and I forgot you're recording. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's okay, cutie. So cute. Okay, I haven't plumbed the depths of my Facebook very much at all. I had to recently to look for some photos, but I didn't spend any time with my Facebook statuses. So I'm really excited. I'm going to scroll for about 100 billion years. Is there a faster way to do this, do you think? How do I get to just the very beginning? Why can't I scroll past 2017? I'm still in college days. Oh, wow. Yeah. You know, guys, back when I was in college, I used to run a health food blog and YouTube channel. You can't find it. The YouTube videos are pulled down, I mean. Otis, can you just stop? But I think somebody found my Instagram for my health blog, food blog. I think one of you found it pretty recently. And that was shocking. It was earth-shattering for me that all was still available to everyone on the internet. And yeah, it was tough. No, it stopped again at 2015. I'm just going to have to bring my laptop into this. Man, you know, I got a lot of hate for social media. I got a big ball of hate for it deep down in my soul. But it's pretty cool. I got to tell you, it's pretty cool to have this kind of record of my life. You guys, one day we're gonna get there. Okay, so may I recommend, after a little research and a little trial and tribulation, if you want to do the same, I would recommend going to your Facebook settings, going to your activity log, your Facebook activity, your posts on your timeline, and then like your there's a couple of different things. Navigate through that, and then you can look at all your posts at once instead of trying to ever load your feed back more than 10 years. Because that was a little difficult for my processor. I've already uncovered some really good ones. Oh my God. August 20, 2010. In quotes, what am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? What am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? I'm falling to pieces. ... End quote. Heart. Okay. I was a girl of big emotions. I had a lot of feelings. It was very dramatic. And I was deeply moved by music. This one is literally just a status that says 525,600 minutes. Smiley face. Oh my gosh. And then all my theater friends are like, Rent. Oh, heck yes. Oh my God. How funny. I posted multiple times every single day throughout the year of 2010. January 14, 2010. 2 days until my PPD is over. And my Aunt Cindy understandably asks, "What's a PPD?" And I said, "Post-play depression. Haha. It's after a show, and you're sad that it's over, and it's not cured until you're in another show in most cases." Smiley face. So funny. Oh my gosh. So I grew up doing community youth theater, like big time, all throughout the year. I feel like I probably did between 3 and 5 plays a year. It was a huge part of my life. And there was sort of a core group of kids that we all grew up together doing plays at Actors Youth Theater, which still exists today. I actually just saw a bunch of those people the other day under unfortunate circumstances, but it was amazing to see them and to reflect back on that time. And such a big part of that time was we would be so intense about our post-play depression. And that when the play finished and we did the cast party, we would all be launched into a huge PPD, post-play depression, which is totally unfairly ripped now as an adult from postpartum depression, a very real and serious thing. So forgive me, I was 13, maybe 12. And yeah, the only cure really, which I was wondering when I first saw this, I said 2 days until my PPT is over with a big smile, which was a fave of mine. I was thinking, was it a predetermined amount of time? No, it was just that I was going to start another play 2 days after that. Oh, okay, this was the day before. I posted just the word schmonverse, which related to, there was an iconic middle school project that me and my 2 best gal pals at the time, Jocelyn and Suzette, what's up, girls? Wait, was it with Suzette? No, it was just Jocelyn. Okay, me and my best gal pal, Jocelyn, were partners in this, I'm sure it was an English assignment where we had to create a commercial, essentially, for a made-up product. And I'm pretty sure that we just rebranded Converse sneakers and called them Schmonverse. I am fairly certain we used the song Fireflies by Owl City, which was easily up there in one of my top streamed songs in middle school. I guess we weren't streaming back then. We were buying songs still on iTunes. We could listen to some songs on YouTube. I think that was a main source of free music. But back in those days, I think we were all buying 99-cent songs on YouTube and putting them, I would burn a ton of my own CDs. I would make playlists on iTunes and then burn them onto CDs. I had a huge collection of my own playlists. And I know at one point in the commercial, we were fairies that turned Converse into Schmonverse. And honestly, I think we knocked it out of the park. Pretty sure we got an A. Oh, the day before that, January 12, 2010, Kennedy, you know how on Facebook, some of you will definitely already know this, but some of you might not know that Facebook statuses used to be prompts to almost complete the sentence. So it would say your name, Kennedy McMann, is doing this. So it was always, it wasn't, you were never talking in first person. They were in third person. There you go. So I wrote, Kennedy needs to memorize all the countries and their places in Europe. Wonderful. I was very satiric. The reason I bring that up and point that one out is that I just could not be worse at geography. So I'm not certain that I ever did that. Because if I did, it did not stick. Oh, in 2009, December 7, Kennedy misses real theater. I miss real theater. All this stuff I'm doing in 2009, it was maybe in middle school. Whatever I was working on, I guess, was not satisfying me. Oh my gosh, another Owl City lyric. I loved them. Oh, November 16, 2009. Press up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, hold enter and press any key, then click, then press up and down and magic circles will appear. Seriously, try it. Honestly, it works and it's pretty epic. Because those of you who know me know I don't do forward type things. I'm pretty sure this did actually work. In fact, my friends in the comments are complaining that they're so annoying and they can't get rid of them. I wonder if that still works. Somebody try that. I don't think I was trolling. I think that was real. Oh, this is pretty cool. November 15, 2009. Okay, let's clarify. How old was I in 2009? I would have been would have been freshly 13, right? Born in 96. Yeah, freshly 13. Kennedy didn't have any cool themed Band-Aids, so she got a regular one and wrote the word cool on it. That's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. For a 13-year-old, that's got some wit. Oh, my God. November 14, 2009. Kennedy would rather trust her instincts, close her eyes, and leap. So funny. I mean, really all this reveals is how huge of a theater kid I was. Like, every cell in my body was theater kid. Pros and cons. But yeah, I was obsessed with Wicked, and I still am. I went to the theaters and I saw Wicked, and I wept. And I knew every single word, and I haven't listened to the soundtrack in years, and I'm going to seriously cry just thinking about it. I listened to Defying Gravity in the car since going to see the movie on the way to the dog park, and it actually made me cry. It still lives deep within me. This is so funny. Kennedy can never decide what to have for dinner. Girl, you weren't deciding. What? You weren't making dinner. What's there to decide? That was up to my mother. What's that about? There's some Little Women the musical quotes up in here. Kennedy is only $80 away from that iPod Touch. Hopefully the birthday coming up can pull it home. So funny. Remember iPods? I just thought about iPods the other day. What a time to be alive. You know, that's one thing. I am plenty curmudgeon-y on certain technological advances. I could talk about that for a while. One thing that I have no nostalgia for is an iPod. Like having the music in the same place as your phone, that really helped. And there's no need for that to be different, if you ask me. Oh, heavens. October 2, 2010. Had the best time ever at Skateland tonight with all my homegirls. Is that a $25 bill? Best thing ever. I'm pretty sure that was a church trip. My homegirls is a choice. June 28, 2010. Oh, the life of an actress. Injuries, sickness, lack of sleep, drama, and hairspray. Lots and lots of hairspray. I mean, I wasn't wrong then. Can't read my, no you can't read my poker face. Heart. So funny. Man, seeing some of these names on these posts, who liked them and who commented on them, is like remembering I had an entirely different existence. Oh, May 10, 2010. Kennedy is conflicted. Over what? Over what, girl? Nobody even liked it. Nobody even commented. They were like, we don't care, girl. April 24, 2010. Kennedy had an amazing time at the party, even though my toenail is sliced in half. No pic. Too bad. Ooh, April 14th, 2010. Kennedy's teeth feel weird. That must have been right after I got my braces off. And you know what? Your teeth do feel super weird right after you get your braces off. Oh yes, the prior post was me going to get my braces off. So April 7, 2010. Kennedy wonders why you don't act upon what you said. If you really meant it, you would care more, wouldn't you? Called out. 4 likes. Oh, so cute. April 4, 2010. Oh my holy crap. Tomorrow is opening night. We haven't even been through the show without stopping. Hyperventilates. I think I need to sit down. Oh, there's drama in the comments. No, that's why Emily was so mad Saturday, because people kept leaving and wouldn't practice like we were supposed to. No, we're doing it, but improvising. Yeah, we'll probably run the show beforehand. I don't know what this was for. What show was that for? Oh, is this? Wait, I think this is my own version of Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire, which was a homework assignment that I had for what must have been just my U.S. history class. Here's what it's actually pretty good, I think. I wrote, oh my God, this is funny. Okay, this is from 2010. And yes, I gather from the comments, as everyone's really confused because I post this without context at all or any other information. And people said it was, or people asked naturally, and I say in the comments it was a homework assignment. Okay. Harry Potter Rick-rolled Balloon Boy, lies were told, Xbox, GameCube, Wii, PS2, and PS3, cell phones, healthcare, Michael Jackson welfare, first black president, Iraq, Afghanistan, iPod, iPhone, laser tag, Cold Stone, Titanic, Avatar, Octomom the hybrid car, LOL, OMG, IDK profanity, YouTube, gay spouse, I see Russia from my house. That's genius. I wrote this when I was like 13. Oh my gosh, you guys remember Sarah Palin? I'm honestly shocked. Wow, who was Balloon Boy? That hasn't stuck. I don't know why I added in laser tag. I don't know that laser tag was particularly potent at this time. Everything else, though. I'm so sorry, but that's genius. Never have I had such lyrical capability ever again in my life. So I'm going to take this moment to say this is certainly entertaining and accurate. I'm really shook by that one. Wow. Oh my God. And these are all on the same day. The one where I'm going, these are all from April 4th, 2010. The, oh my, holy crap, tomorrow's opening night, we haven't run the show. My version of We Didn't Start the Fire. And then I also said, sometimes I just want to punch you in the throat. Kennedy. That's not nice to say. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've got a lot of hair in my hoop. I'm wearing a cute tortoiseshell hoop for you all today. This is on April 1st, 2010. Kennedy never gets like this. It's weird. Literally? Like what, girl? Like what? Never gets like what? What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, I posted a lot about my Form Spring. Do you guys remember Form Spring? I'm pretty sure it was an anonymous site where people could just post, well, I guess everyone had their own profile, and then you could post anonymous notes or send anonymous notes to people, like your real opinion of them, and no, you wouldn't know who it was from. And people would always be like, I'll poke you if you send me something on my Form Spring. Like, it's so, there was such a culture on Facebook about poking people, about like this status and all right on your Facebook wall, my favorite thing about you. Or like this status, if you want to tell me why I'm so great. Like stuff like that. It was such a part of the culture, and we all, just everybody did it, and everybody played along with everybody else doing it. It was all this self-absorbed, what do people think of me? It's like the epitome of, which I think is inescapable at that age when you're like 12, 13, 14. It's just like, what do people think about me? Oh my God. And we had this cool way of figuring it out. Like it was so funny and obsessive and not healthy. That's for sure. It was not healthy. Kennedy updated her status. You're the one who saved me from falling, but then I fell for you. Heart. This is coming from a girl who didn't have her first kiss until college, okay? I was such a romantic, though. I was so obsessed. Not with boys necessarily, though I definitely had crushes. But I wasn't super boy crazy because I wasn't like doing anything with them. But I was really obsessed with the thought of finding my true love. I was really interested in that, clearly. And I was just daydreaming all the time. I'm sure I hoped people would think I had love in my life or something, but I definitely did not. Okay, Kennedy just thinks it's sad when people don't even realize how stupid they're being. And then someone's like, oh, what happened? I said, nothing really. It's not directed towards anyone, I'm just saying. Like, why am I sitting around with these thoughts in my head? Like, you are a young, vivacious girl. Why are we so hateful? What is the drama about? Okay? Kennedy loves it when she's totally in character. Like you just like acting? Yeah, okay. Because I definitely don't do the method acting thing. I don't know that I ever did. I don't believe. Well, I think there's a time and a place to go to certain extremes for a performance, maybe, if you can do so respectfully. I'm just not a fan of the staying in character when you're not actually acting thing. Staying in the zone, that's a different question. I definitely stay in the zone. But yeah, just to clear that up, I think the most important thing you can do on a set, besides doing the best you can to deliver your job, is to be respectful and considerate to those around you. And remember that at the end of the day, this is life before art. Art does not come before life. Not in my opinion, anyway. Okay, this is from March 23rd. Dude, the dentist sucks. Still feel the same way. Still feel the same way. Oh, same day, March 22nd. You have a mouse in your bucket. Okay. I have no idea what that could be in reference to, though I loved posting inside jokes on Facebook. That was big for me. A few days before, sometimes feelings are too complicated for statuses. The comments totally understand. I think that sums it all up right there. This is true. Oh, so funny. Oh, I also would create full albums of, I'm pretty sure I have a whole album called Me with My Beau, smiley face. And it's about 24 selfies in my bedroom with a bow in my hair. Still there. Ooh, February 25th, 2010. Why? Why do you hate me, world? Why do you throw drama in my face the second it's over? Why? Always dramatique. I also didn't have, well, that's not quite true. You know, there was a period of time in middle school where I was in some drama involving like parents and oh my gosh. There was this girl I was friends with. And we had a great friendship, except for the fact that she was a pathological liar. And I don't say that lightly. She quite literally was a pathological liar. I believe that she did not intend to be harmful at all with all of the lies that she told. Again, she was also like 13. But it exploded into, I mean, they were very serious lies that she was telling. And then it just turned into this state of altered reality. And we're all like, I don't know. I'm going through puberty. Why do I have to deal with this as well? It became very dramatic. So maybe that's what I'm talking about. In which case, legit. Oh my God. Oh, a quote from, I did a lot of musical quotes. I believe in you like a virgin, you're Madonna, and I'm always gonna want to blow your mind. Heart. That was from, of course, Hey Soul Sister. One of my favorite songs of this time. I would sing it anytime we had a chance to sing in choir class by ourselves. I would think, oh, I'm going to go a cappella Soul Sister right now. So I loved that song. And it scratches a certain itch even to this day. Oh, this one is, well, I'm glad that's over. Stupid frickin' Magic 8-Ball. I don't recall. Hit your head against the wall. I think I was just making jokes for my friends all the time. Kennedy really wonders why you would think you were on a deserted island if you wanted to relax. I mean, seriously, I don't know about you, but I would be pretty stressed if I was stranded on a deserted island. You know, such a good point, really. You know how they're like, you know how sometimes you have those guided meditations where they're like, pretend you're on a deserted island, nothing's around, no noise, no chaos, just you and the island. That is a scary circumstance. I don't know that I would have come up with that on my own since then. But now that I hear little me, making this point, I think, she's got a pretty good point, that girl. It's quite stressful. I wonder what these are about. Clearly in March of 2010, I started some sort of challenge that I'm pretty sure I only got to day 2 of. Day 1, I write, day 1, yesterday, invited someone to our group who didn't have friends. Smiley face. Well, that was nice. It's something youth is doing. We do things to try and connect in the community. Oh, this was from my church youth group. That's what this is about. Day 2, this is the one that caught my eye. Day 2, showed my friend that the best way to live her life is to be happy. What would she do without me? How would she ever know the best way to live her life is to be happy if I didn't tell her? Thank God. What a relief. Oh, February 17, 2010, Kennedy almost had to eat a banana. Trauma. I still feel the same. I'll eat a frozen banana. But a regular banana? Just straight up? Never. Absolutely not. Blech. The texture? Blech. Blech. No. Okay, we've got time for maybe 2 more. Oh my gosh, it was Anissa, our Schmonverse commercial. I thought there was somebody else. That it wasn't just me and Jocelyn, but I remembered it wasn't Suzette. Oh, there's me as the fairy. Okay, wow. Hilarious. Oh, this is really a good and funny one to end on, which is December 26, 2009. Kennedy has spent the day playing with her brand new camcorder. So pretty. Look at you now, kid. Look at you now. I did always want to be a YouTube girly, and now I'm finally living my dream. Wow, well, that was fun and strange, and I think I'm going to be thinking about that all day long. I don't know. That was just so transportive. I'm like remembering all of these different people that I haven't thought about in years and all these different scenarios. Just the way that it felt to be in my bedroom. I can picture myself in my bedroom at my laptop posting these statuses. It's really strange to go back there because you don't have a lot of reason to go back to that time in life usually. At least I haven't. And it's very strange. Wow. It's kind of nice. I think a lot of times I have difficulty when people, when you're being self-critical and people are like, picture your inner child. And I don't know, I just kind of picture this almost amorphous, I don't know, like non-human. It just doesn't, I've struggled to personalize that. And something about reading all of those statuses made me remember what a vast human experience I was having at the time. Like I was just going through a lot. I was having big emotions and loving things a lot and hating things a lot. And I don't know, it just kind of made that picture of myself in that moment of time feel more real. And I do think that cultivates a little self-empathy, a little self-love. Like to think that girl who was just, there were so many statuses I scrolled past and didn't highlight that were about getting cast in a play or wanting to be in a play so bad, and just all of my love for acting. And, I've always at times when I felt more discouraged in my career or more apathetic, I guess, people will be like, oh, think of the you who dreamed of being here and remember when you're in the place that you dreamed of being. And I kind of struggled sometimes to connect with that. And now there's like this tangible thought proof almost, obviously filtered through whatever I was saying on a public forum. But it really is so cool. Like that girl really existed. That's like proof of her existence. And that it helps me drop into her mindset so much easier. My own mindset, her just being my younger self, but my own mindset from that time. And it really does help make the connection Like, oh my gosh, my younger self would be losing her mind if she knew the reality that I was living today and the things I've experienced and the work that I've gotten to do. She would just be over the moon, that little cutie. Wow, that was joyful. Please share your funniest old Facebook status in the comments below. I'm sure I didn't even scratch the surface, honestly, on some of the gold that's in there. Please share. Go and look back, pull one. I would love to see and embarrass yourself with me. This was so fun. Thanks for hanging out. I thought we would just keep it fun and casual this week. You know, we were going intense into the advice and the mental health kind of aspects of things in the past couple weeks. So I thought we would just keep this fun and cash. So thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much for all of you who joined me on the Nancy Drew Plays Nancy Drew Mystery of the Seven Keys Part 4 live stream. We had so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. I'm still figuring out exactly when the next stream will be, but it will be soon and it will be fabulous. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. It's really fun to feel like we're hanging out live and to have conversation and to hear your thoughts about things in real time. It's so cool. So we're going to be doing more of that in the future. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please rate this podcast 5 stars if that is what is in your heart. And if it's not, then don't rate it at all. Just kidding. Rate it whatever you want it to be. And I think that's everything. I'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of Sidebar. And in the meantime, check out my YouTube channel. Just search my name, Kennedy McMann. I've got some vlogs for you. I've got a new vlog coming up about the dog's birthday parties. It was a blast. So stay tuned. And at the very least, I'll see you next week. I love you. Bye.